Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down, here's Hurts.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Smith will come in motion right. A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. After 20.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
They go play action with Hurts.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's caught right side by Palmer.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Herbert.
That's complete to Palmer. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert operating from the red zone, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. but no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Josh Palmer, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first down, Hurts.
Got him in. It's Brown.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back out.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They're going to look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Eagles 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
Here's Darius Davis on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have the control in this ball game and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 21-7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to 1 now following the pick-6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Returnable here for Davis.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert steps away.
That's taken in by Palmer. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They snap it to Herbert.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it. But the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Second down.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, the 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good.
Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
27-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So a big, big kick coming down for Jake Elliott. This for a fourth quarter lead. The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep them out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
Here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Touchdown, Chargers!
Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have taken a fourth quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
The extra point try now from Dicker.
And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Eagles 23. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Hurts to throw.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 38-yard line.
That's good for an Eagles. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
The score, Chargers 35, Eagles 23.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They go play action with Hurts.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
The two timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here's 1st and goal. Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just get a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hurts will throw.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 1.
Now it's Herbert. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I haven't said it before. I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's on a rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They're going to look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Now Herbert. He sets to fire deep.
On Herbert, his third interception.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.